Hey guys, what's up? So Samsung is about to launch two new phones in the market pretty soon with the Galaxy Note 20 and the Galaxy Fold 2, and by now we know a lot about these except for some tidbits. Now according to recent news, the battery capacity of the Galaxy Fold 2 has been leaked and it looks to be about the same size as the original Fold. Also, the phone may be delayed a bit. On the other hand, the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra's LTPO has been named HOP based on two materials used for Samsung's seminal thin film for the TFT backplane. Also, Oppo has announced the Find X2 in India. So the battery capacity of the Galaxy Fold 2 is almost the same size as the original Galaxy Fold. According to regulatory documents, the Galaxy Fold 2 has two batteries. The main battery is rated at 2275 mAh and is coupled with a 2090 mAh secondary unit. In contrast, the original Galaxy Fold combined a 2135 mAh battery with a 2245 mAh, taking the total to 4380 mAh, while the Fold 2 has slightly lower 4365 mAh combined capacity. The 15 mAh difference shouldn't really make a huge difference, and the battery life on the original Fold was pretty good, so that should be the case with the Fold 2 as well. It's worth mentioning that the Fold 2 may have LTPO backplane technology just like the Galaxy Note 20 Plus or Ultra, which should help save considerable amount of battery life. LTPO backplane can be used to vary the refresh rate of the display from 1 to 120 Hz, unlike LTPS used in smartphones now that can only switch between 60 to 120 Hz. On top of that, the more efficient Snapdragon 865 should compensate for the battery consumption of a slightly bigger inner and outer display on the Galaxy Fold 2. Also, the Galaxy Fold 2 may be delayed before it reaches the consumer's hands as the software development is yet to reach the final bootloader stage. The reason for this is the supply chain constraints regarding the ultra-thin glass. The issues with supply will remain until next year, so it would be difficult to manufacture the Galaxy Fold 2 for the time being. Also, the production of the Fold 2 will start in August and not in July as assumed before. The Galaxy Note 20 on the other hand has reached the final bootloader stage in the software development, so it should be available shortly after the announcement on the 5th of August. The Galaxy Fold 2 is also expected to be cheaper than the Galaxy Fold and comes with improved design and specs, so it should make it an interesting device. The S Pen won't be a part of the phone this time due to limitations on the digitizer side, which can't handle the huge amount of folds and unfolds. Also, the name of the LTPO technology used in the Galaxy Note 20 Plus or Ultra has been finalized, and it is named HOP based upon the two materials used for Samsung's seminal thin film, hybrid oxide and polycrystalline silicon. The Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra will be the first handset to use this backplane technology, but the tech has already been commercialized in smartwatches before by both Samsung and Apple with the Galaxy Watch 2 and the Watch Series 4 respectively. While Apple is actually the owner of the tech, the iPhone 12 series won't have LTPO this year. Rather, Apple has to wait another year before it can use it in the iPhones. Samsung will be responsible for making panels for Apple based upon LTPO next year. The technology should prove to be really useful in the Galaxy Note 20 series with features like always-on display that can really benefit a lot. It's worth mentioning that only the Note 20 Ultra is bound to get LTPO, while the smaller and less expensive Note 20 would have to make with the LTPS technology and 60Hz display. Also in the news, Qualcomm has announced a new budget SoC, the Snapdragon 690 with 5G, the first chip in the 6 series chips to get support for the next generation networking standard. The chip will only support sub 6 GHz 5G though, and not the faster millimeter wave standard, but that is a given considering it will mainly be used in budget phones. It also has other improvements over the previous 6 series chip like 20% better CPU performance and 60% faster graphics rendering capabilities compared to the Snapdragon 675. This should make the 5G transition a little easier with budget phones generally having a 6 series chip, so we can expect even more phones capable of 5G to be launched in months to come. The 690 also has support for 120Hz refresh rate displays along with 4K HDR video capture and support for up to 192 megapixel cameras. The chip uses Cryo 560 CPU with Adreno 61L GPU and is based on 8nm manufacturing process. It also uses the X51 modem which supports download speeds up to 2.5 Gbps on 5G and 1.2 Gbps on 4G. The Bluetooth version is 5.1 and it is Wi-Fi 6 ready. Also, Oppo has announced the Find X2 in India, which is priced at 65,000 rupees for the 12GB RAM 256GB ROM variant. The Find X2 is a flagship phone from the company and comes with specs to match the same, such as the Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 SoC, a 6.7-inch 120Hz QHD Plus AMOLED display with a 100% P3 color gamut and a 240Hz touch sampling rate. It has a triple camera setup at the back with a 48 megapixel Sony IMX689 as the primary. If you're wondering, yes, it's the same sensor as the OnePlus 8 Pro. It also has a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera instead of the 48 megapixel on the X2 Pro, and a 13 megapixel telephoto camera with up to 60 times zoom. The battery is rated at 4200 mAh, so not the biggest but the super fast 65 watt SuperVOOC charging is capable of getting it from 0 to 100% in just about 38 minutes and 40% in just 10 minutes. Crazy fast. Oppo has not mentioned the availability date just yet, but what's interesting is that they haven't announced the Find X2 Pro and the Lamborghini Edition's price here. They have confirmed to Tech2 that these two devices won't be available here, which is sad that Lamborghini Edition looked sick. Anyways, that's it for this video. Do let me know what do you think about this down in the comments. Smash the like button and consider subscribing to the channel for more tech videos. I will see you all in the next one. Till then, bye bye and stay safe.